grew up with my family, my mom, my two sisters, my dad. There was things, I really always put school and my accolades at the center of my life. That was my escape. That was my way out. That was gonna be the excuse of why I couldn't do nothing bad. It was gonna be the excuse of why I deserved to do stuff bad. It was gonna be the excuse why I deserved good things. It was just something that it was just the end all be all for when I think about my life pre-crisis. I mean, it's one thing to say as a kid, but as I become a teenager and I'm kind of starting to come into my own identity, and throughout college it's like, oh, I don't know him. I know stories, I know parables that we hear about when we're a kid and VeggieTales, but I just know stories. For me, it took going through a bad relationship and going through the end of my schooling, and COVID and life, and it just brought me to a point where I felt like I lost a lot of things, or a lot of things that ended. I was transitioning and I didn't know who Erica was, and I knew it was some stuff from the past that I needed to resolve. And I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm serious about this thing. I want to be consistent. We talked about lifestyle. I want to make it, or not even I am making it into a lifestyle. And I don't really care what people think, and more so if the baptism is a public proclamation, like, well, we already accepted Christ, and I did that at home when I was taken to I wasn't here, I was coming to church. So when I joined the church, and that was like a public thing, I was like, baptism, and in there, day one, we start with Tamar, and it's like, wait a minute, this is in the Bible? No one ever told me the story, and I say it because it was like, wow, okay, it's this book where we hear these stories. But the Tamar story, it flipped the whole way I thought about the Bible upside down. I'm like, they got some scandalous stories in here. So even just from her storytelling, just really changed our perspective. And I feel like in the class, we started day one with that. And I just kind of started to learn, like, okay, who are you? Who were you meant to be? And I'm like, I don't even know myself. I'm like, I don't even know myself. And I guess if I start to follow Christ, then I will begin to learn who I'm meant to be. I feel like Christ is revealing himself to me, and not just in the good stuff I do, even in the bad stuff I do. I look at where I was a year from now. If I had not started leaning over more to him, this would still be the Erica show, and the Erica show is not it's not bad, but it's got limits. It's got a whole lot of limits, and yeah, I don't think I ever would imagine myself in no way.